everybody, good morning from Istanbul, Turkey. If you're new to our channel, my name is Dottie. Today we're going to be exploring the Karaköy neighborhood of Istanbul. It's located on the European side, right next to the water. So we're going to be walking around and discovering some new Turkish cuisine. So do come join us. So we've stopped at a restaurant right by the water and we're getting two different things. One is a Gozleme, which you can see them preparing right behind me. It's kind of a Turkish flatbread with a variety of stuffings, and they make the dough right on the spot. You can see them rolling it out. It's very cool. So we've gotten one with spinach, potato, and two types of cheese. So I'm excited for that. Here it is. The next thing we're getting is a kumpir, which is essentially like a super loaded baked potato. You choose your own toppings. They've invited me behind the scenes. I'm very flattered. So we're gonna order one up and see how it goes. So we start off with this massive potato. Like, it's gigantic. It's almost the size of my head. So first you cut the potato, of course. Open it up and fluff up the potato. Then you put a massive chunk of butter in the potato. Then you put some shredded cheese, mozzarella cheese. You can see he's kind of flattened it out. It's perfectly fluffy at the bottom. That's to make room for all of the toppings that are gonna go inside. All right, let's go try this thing out. Let's start with the Gozleme. So you can see it's very thin. It's a little bit fluffy. I'm just gonna roll it up and take a bite. You can see the spinach inside. It reminds me a bit of a savory crepe. Simple, nice snack on the go. So this baked potato is very close to my heart because I was part of the process of making it. Let's give it a try. This is a big boy potato. Okay, I think I did okay. So there's two types of olives, peas, beets, and I got a nice spoonful of fluffy potato in here. Let's go for it. Cheers. Oh, that's good. I have to admit I was a little skeptical, but it's really tasty. So of course the potato mixed with butter and cheese is absolutely delicious, but the olives and the beets and all of that other stuff add a nice acidity, like a really nice pickled flavor to the overall experience. It's really good. And you get the textures of the toppings, like little crunches here and there. And then finally the potato melts in your mouth. It's really good, surprisingly good. So just around the corner is this incredible looking street stand, and we're gonna go check it out.
Baklik Durum is a street food staple in the neighborhood. Generous pieces of deboned mackerel are spiced and grilled over charcoal before being assembled into a wrap.
So for the wrap, they add lettuce, tomato, onion, and their special spice mix, which has sumac and other herbs, pomegranate molasses, salt. And when the fish is ready, they put it in the wrap and add a little bit more salt. And the best part, they put the wrap once it's complete on the hot coals, add some more seasoning, and just leave it on there for a second to get a nice char. So it's smelling really, really good. I'm gonna give it a shot. Cheers. That is so good. The fish is perfectly tender and smoky, and that herb mix and the sauce they use in the wrap and outside the wrap give it this lovely lemony flavor. It's just really bright and fresh and savory. It's so good. And the greatest thing about this is we're right on the pier, the water is right there, you get a gorgeous view, and you can sit right on the benches over there, maybe make a cat friend or two, and enjoy your food outside. Look at this sweet boy. He has a little patch of fur that's been shaved, so it looks like he's gotten care recently, which is very nice. Even though these cats live out here, there's people who care about them and feed them. Isn't he a sweet boy? Okay, y'all, we got this fruit from that guy walking around carrying the basket on his back. I don't know what it is. Do you? Can you leave me a comment below? Thanks. We're following this guy crossing the street. He looks like he knows what he's doing. We're at Akın Balık restaurant and we're gonna have some local seafood and meze. So it's really cool. You come here and look at the fresh fish that they have, all local catch, and you just pick what you want and they cook it for you on the spot. So we got a couple things. We got some small fish to fry, a dorado to grill, and a couple of shrimp to grill as well. And now we pick the meze. We have our assortment of meze. So meze are small appetizers that you eat generally when you're drinking, which we are also doing. We've gotten a bottle of raki, which is the national drink of Turkey, and it's made from distilled grape and anise. And I'll walk you through what these meze are. We got quite a few. So over here we have a grilled and mashed eggplant. This is sun-dried tomato with olives and herbs. These are grilled green olives and they're quite big. You can see one. I'm gonna eat it. This is a garlic yogurt, and this is a cheese dish with pine nut. You can kind of see the little chunks of cheese if you really zoom in here. We're first gonna take a toast of raki with water, and it's become this almost milky looking liquid. So cheers. Ooh. Wow. That tastes like licorice. How is it?
Really flavorful, delicious.
Oh. I'm gonna give this a go. Cheers. That is incredibly delicious. It tastes exactly like an incredibly fresh pesto, but then you get nuggets of cheese that melt in your mouth. It's amazing. It's so good. Our first seafood dish is up, and they're these really huge shrimps that have been put on the grill. They're looking so good. You can see the bit of char from them being on the grill. Oh yeah, take a look at that. Can you see it smoking? Because it's definitely smoking. Cheers. It's not too heavily seasoned. It tastes like maybe they brushed it with a little olive oil, maybe sprinkled some salt and some light herbs, but it's delicious. We have two more things here. The first is this red mullet, and they're fried. And then this here is a grilled dorado fish. Really fresh, crispy, but not too oily. The meat is really lean yet juicy and flavorful. So we're at a famous baklava shop in Karaköy. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name, but I'm gonna drop the name in the YouTube description, so take a look. They've been here since 1843, and it's all counter service, so you just go, walk around, look at what you want, tell the folk behind the counter, grab it, pay, and then seat yourself. No trip to Turkey would be complete without some Turkish desserts, so we ordered just that to wrap up the day of eating. So we've gotten two baklava and two sobiet. You let me know how I'm pronouncing that. So baklava is a traditional Turkish dessert made from phyllo dough. So you can see the dough is really thin, and you can see the layers. And what that does is it gives the pastry a really nice crisp, and then it's stuffed with chopped up sweetened pistachios and honey. Cheers. Oh my God. I'm not a sweets person, but this is absolutely delicious. So you bite into it, and it's really, really crispy from the outside, but then it's really, really soft on the inside, and it's really buttery. Like that dough has that rich, creamy flavor. And then the pistachios have like a slight little crunch, like it's almost juicy from the honey, which is kind of a funny word to describe a pastry, but it somehow achieves that. This one has some big shoes to fill. So you can see it looks really similar to the baklava, except it's more of a triangular shape and it's almost like a pocket. But you can see it also has the phyllo dough. You can see the layers on top here, and let's figure out what this one is all about. I can't quite put my finger on what's different about it. The texture is slightly different because there's not as many layers of dough, and it feels like there's almost more pistachio because of that. So you bite into it and it's really hearty. And this one is a bit sweeter than the baklava, but honestly it's pretty similar. Yeah. Really delicious also. Okay, thanks so much for watching this episode of Dots on a Map Food. Please hit the subscribe button below, and we'll see you next time.